is his strength. He is another version of Caitlyn. He needs to win lane, and he needs to win lane like not just by like 10 CS, but like in a really really impactful way, like 2 dragons or like Herald, or like 50 CS or 2 kills or something. Like you need to do something, because if the game goes even, if the game goes slow, like how can Aphelios play the game? He playing Aphelios versus Graves, Smokescreen, Victor, and fucking like Lee Sin kick, trying to dodge that, like it's so hard. You need to be ahead. So I know FBI is good enough to make that happen, but I think like last game watching Neo rush tier 2 boots and stuff, and not cleansing against CF, like you just don't want those mistakes.
Yeah, something I've wondered about is, do you ever just go for like a really defensive build when you're playing Aphelios? Just like if you're against Victor, go for like a Maw or something, get, you know, like Shield Bow BT. Because it's obviously not going to be your highest DPS build, but I always feel like if you are too squishy to hit anyone, then
yeah,
like that, it doesn't really matter how much damage the build can do, because you're just going to die.
Yeah, it's a good point. Like, I'm getting like throwbacks to when like BT Ash was meta, and it's like that's not the best build for damage, but like if you can just stand there and hit the whole time, it's really good. I agree with that mentality. I have been kind of going back to buying shield bow sometimes, because I feel like I don't do as much damage when the fight starts, but the longer the fight goes, I'm doing way more damage than AD carry, because he's getting chunked out and he runs out of like chances to hit.
Yeah.
He runs out of uptime in the fight. I think uptime is like becoming really important for AD carries, because they need ramp. Like any AD carries that go like lethal tempo or that like scale really hard, you need time. You don't do all your damage instantly. You need time. So if you can't stay in the fight for like 5 seconds or more, you're not going to do a lot.
Yeah, because I think if FBI doesn't build any kind of MR, especially in late game team fights, Victor's just gonna have the option to like completely shut him out of the fight if he wants to. If Victor just holds all of his spells until Aphelios walks in range of anyone, then like he just can't play.
By the way, why is your guys' stream looking like it's from the fucking 80s?
It's weird colored, yeah.
Like I'm watching like literally like dark. Minecraft right now in League. What about the quality?
It looks a little different, but I don't know if it's as bad as you're describing it for me.
Oh, okay. I had to change the quality. What is happening with the fucking...
Wow, he ignited. That's really bad.
Honestly, doing that against Jhin with 4 pots is not actually that good. They did secure the push.
Doran's or something? Like, that's a decent move, but...
yeah.
Too much sustain.
Man, as someone who's not that good at trading, I fucking love that AD carries can start longsword 3 pots now instead of D-Blade.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like every time I play bot lane, I just take some fucking awful trade, and then
my
lane's over.
It's definitely forgiving.
Yeah.
And it's... oh, so FBI messed up. He... Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh,
here?
What a crazy gank timing by Blabber. Starting blue leashless and then ganking like that. No, nothing.
Yeah.
Happened. Interesting.
I feel like that's a pretty normal timing for 100 Thieves to ward. Did they not get the push all the way in? Is that why they were in that spot? Because normally I feel like bot lane, who gets the early push like that, just shoves 2 waves and then walks up, and you should get spotted if you're doing what Blabber's doing.
I would probably have died to that gank, because I don't like to ward until after the cannon wave. I like to push the cannon wave and then ward for Crab. But after 2 waves, they had good awareness to give C9 a lot of space.
Are they playing for a bottom dive? Closer's positioning. It looks like he's waiting for Campster's
I think who he should die for this play. Yeah, I think who he should die for this play. It's worth. Like I don't think they can do this clean, but yes they can. They can zone him off clean.
Yeah.
They can't stay here though.
No, they can't, but that's funny.
Not bad, but I don't know if that wasn't very good for Jarvan's game.
Yeah, it wasn't, but on that same note, I think if I was Sven, the better move would have been to stay on turret, blow flash, and trade 1 for 1, I think.
You definitely get way more gold.
You get a lot more, and Jarvan loses the same amount, right? Like Jarvan still has to like, commit the amount of time in a split map while your jungler's doing something else. But now when he comes back to lane here, he doesn't have flash, and he's even more fucked than if he had just trade killed himself. Like the wave is pushing out. Now what does he do? He needs to ask his jungler to come cover him. It's hard, but he's like permanently behind 1 level of XP, which makes it not easy. Yeah, here comes Blabber. He needs to cover this push out.
We'll see if Blabber does that, or if he says, fuck you.
Yeah, if he says, fuck you.
Wasting my time, bitch.
Sven's not the 30 to carry. He's the second.
Yeah.
King's the third.
Wait. So it's Berserker,
Sven, and then King.
Oh, I see.
I thought
King is like only playing fucking stage matches.
Games. He doesn't even get to play scrims.
that's so weird.
Yeah. So, no, he does commit
Kind
for
of
it.
chill though, dude. That's like kind of the. That was my
Yeah,
Phoenix One setup.
Those are some vibes right there. Sven is
Oh
just dead
my
here instantly.
God.
Oh my god.
You have to kill back though.
Good
Blabber's
kill back.
kind of
Good kill
thick.
back. Yeah, no, they can win this with Blabber, right? Jarvan sucks in these
He has
extended
flash.
fights.
If he flashes, Jarvan's next spell.
Oh
my God.
wow.
Lee Sin's so insane in those kind of fights. His shield's just too good.
Yeah.
Shitload of value.
Jarvan's not good at playing like melee fights
Oh
like
wait,
that.
did they not notice Corki coming down at all?
Nope.
I think
Is
he
this
should
a
kill
mid gap?
on here.
I think you don't go for Lee.
Oh wow,
Oh, you don't go for either kill, I guess.
Yeah,
that was greedy.
he definitely couldn't get Lee.
Yep.
He could have flash traded with him.
I want to see Closer catch the mid wave here. That would be like the perfect rotation for everyone to miss no farm. No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to show.
Oh, the king.
Yeah, I think most of the time in competitive games, people don't go for that kind of stuff. Maybe if it's like more than a wave, but
Yeah, understandable.
not
But
showing
like,
where you are is kind of OP.
but like, what if is showing where you are really so bad when there's gonna be no play happening for the next like minute anyways? Everyone on your team was just recalling bot lane. Like it's kind of understood that like there's no threat on anyone. Maybe for top lane. Changes a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you get a whole lot more golden XP than you would if you were just getting your camp right, because both of them are taking
Oh yeah.
the same amount of time.
And it's only like a few creeps.
And it's not like you're necessarily going to farm every single camp in your jungle afterwards. So
yeah.
it's like, I think it's better in solo queue to do that kind of stuff, because it's kind of the no pressure play. It's like, okay, you know, if I'm farming every single camp on cooldown and I'm grabbing lane XP, then I'll be ahead. But
Yeah.
I think most time competitive, you don't really play like that.
Yeah. I see that. That makes sense.
There's a lot of value in knowing what information the enemy team has about you. Because
Yeah.
most of the plays that work is like
Oh, very cool. But
you
is
try
it a
to fake
kill?
them out in some way.
Damn. Dead as hell.
I really like sometimes when I see us play, like I know it's very basic, but like this is like some noob shit that a lot of the inexperienced players do. Like a new player is like not gonna know, like, is Corki gonna flash my W? Does Corki flash? I don't know, but I'm just gonna throw my W and he's gonna flash it. I like that he held it because he knows Corki's not gonna flash unless I press W first.
True.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You try not to stack multiple things that it gets like a giga flash value.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let him tank the Victor W or the Victor ulti and take that damage, and then I'll W at the last possible second when he absolutely has to flash.
Yep.
That is like, I feel like so many LCS teams fuck up plays because they like stack a bunch of abilities on an enemy flash timing. Just like, if he flashes, it's a win. It's like, no, you can like play so much better. Like, you can get him to flash and die.
They flash that, then you have the other one ready for after the flash.
Yeah, it's exactly what happened there. He flashed and dies. Like, great. Perfect play. Then that person will go back and be like, I just should have died. Like, I should have just eaten to death. I'm dead there no matter what.
Yep. You right.
How bad do you think Sven's lane's gonna feel because of the wave he missed earlier? Is it one of those
It's
things
already
that just
pretty
It's
fucking
fucks.
bad.
Yeah, it's fucked
does
up.
it just keep getting worse because you're always like behind in levels, or something that doesn't
Oh,
matter
no,
after a
no.
bit?
It doesn't really keep getting worse. It's just you're just behind, and like the gap just kind of stays there. You can't really close it until you get like a kill.
Like initially he's down like a full level, right? And that can be like 2 waves, and then eventually, because like minion XP gets more over time, he's only behind like a wave of XP, so he can catch up pretty quickly. And then eventually, if he just keeps farming evenly, he'll be behind like half a wave of XP.
Yeah.
On the level up at least, because that's when the only time it really matters. I think they did well by
So
punishing.
if you want to punish as hard as possible, do you just try to like get your recall on your noon quiver right away or something, so then you get it at a time when they can't?
Yeah. You try to max out a timing where you have the advantage, like kind of the way Jarvan got Herald, right? Like the hover from the support. Oh,
Dunked.
dunk.
This Graves counter is not getting much of an advantage yet.
Or ever at this point.
Yeah.
Graves
Sunday's
is
pretty
weird.
fucking good though.
Graves seems like he doesn't do that much until he fucking. Oh wait, I think he's going the wrong build. Shield bow. I think you're supposed to go Eclipse and shit. I was gonna say like
Graves.
yeah, like once he does 2 items, like he starts going crazy. But I do think normally they are getting more of an advantage. Graves, Soul Lane, when he looks good.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's very hard for him to like actually kill people till that 2-item spike I was talking about.
I know that Darshan's one of those players who really values, like, he's like that old school mindset where like instead of hard stomping lane, he's more looking to like push and ward enemy jungle, and he did do that, but he didn't get any advantage 1v1 other than that.
Yeah,
Pushing and warding's good.
It's great. Yeah, it's great.
definitely just like a crazy farm champ that just keeps pressure.
Yeah. I feel like in head-on 5v5s, 100 Thieves just overpowers C9 right now. And maybe for the whole game. Just because C9's so squishy. C9 needs to be like more clever. They have to look for, you know, one-shot angles with Lee Sin, or like a fast play with Rakan. They cannot like win a standard fight front to back right now.
Yeah, Jarvan, Leona, bit tankier than Rakan.
Not
He protect
easy
this
for them.
recall.
Nope, fuck you, Huhi. You tank that shit for me. Oh, wow. Some days pretty noticeably ahead now. It's going to be a full turret after Herald.
Yeah, even before the gank, like Someday was able to force Darshan's flash 1v1, and then also get him into that dive position where he was low. I think Someday's just been playing the lane well.
Yeah. I wonder... So FBI is going shield bow, right? Kind of want to go back and look. Okay, fucking, they're not showing the items right now. Damn, they're showing that Gwen has 2,000 gold. That's...
No flash, dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
Says go back to top lane, motherfucker.
I remember playing with Bjergsen like one series and a long time ago. He's obviously a lot more mature now, but like he was playing Orianna versus Jarvan, and he just said, "This is unplayable for me." And I was like, I don't think so, right? Like, because like Jarvan doesn't just make you insta lock and like no champs with like no mobility skills. It's just, it's hard. Obviously, you have to play.
Yeah.
You always have to wonder, where is Jarvan? That's a question you need to ask every 5 seconds. Where is Jarvan?
Yeah.
If you stop asking that question, he's gonna catch you with no flash.
Yeah, dude, I played with players who were like that, and they don't want to think of the conditions that they die in. It's like, okay, well, you know, Jarvan was in range to ult you, and you had no flash, and they had more people.
Yeah, they have to have more
But-
people. That's actually the biggest part
Yeah.
too.
they're just like, oh, they have Jarvan, I can't play the game. I'm like, okay, so if I pick Jarvan, the other AD carry is gonna be fucking crippled in the brain, like he just cannot control his character any longer just because I picked Jarvan.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, dude, you just ult him, and then they would just say uncool. They're like, yeah, just flash EQR him, and he's dead. I'm like, I don't think it works like that. Their whole fucking team's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just funny. Like, I don't think, I'm not pretending that Fudge is saying that, but like I think that's like a really common thing when you are trying to learn the game is you start making up these rules. Like when you're still in that phase of like figuring stuff out, you think that a better way to learn is just to come up with these like systems to play by. It's usually not true. Although there are some stuff that's pretty figured out. Certain matchups are definitely
I mean, everyone's gonna have some rules to how they play the game, right? Like,
yeah,
certain things that are true in all or almost every situation. But the more you limit yourself with that, like the less creative you can be and stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, actually, FBI is going Gale. I guess he's thinking enemy team squishy, and I can also dodge out of like Rakan or Lee Sin with Gale. Makes sense. Makes sense. I think they've gotten great value out of their lanes. Not really only bot lane, but bot lane got the first Herald, which made top win really hard, which then stumbled into the second Herald. But I don't know how 100Thieves feels about this game that they're down 2 drags. That's weird.
Ooh, the zap.
Oh!
Oh,
Bye-bye.
wow. That was amazing. Well played, C9.
That's a classic Jhin right there. Just randomly show up mid. Fucking land a W, dead.
I like that. I also like that Isles was so fast, right? Like you have to kind of be like ready. A lot of Rakans there just wouldn't press R fast enough. So this of the suit pants on your
Yeah. They make sure to get a really tight inseam.
Making your ass
that
nice
feels
and
so
big.
good. Wait, what are we talking about? Jerseys?
Jersey
Pants.
Mikes, I think.
Oh no, the cannon!
Oh.
Say
It's
it!
over.
Say it!
Dude, I
Nice
think
one.
Say
Fudge
the
and
words.
Sven's computers should be glitching out right about now. Jarvan is on their screen.
Yes. It's short
And
circuiting.
closer, I don't know what he's doing, dude. He just needs to go in and ult him, forehead.
Oh, well, they have
Just ult them.
flash, so the condition isn't there.
Yeah,
Idiots.
no, just they're. What do you mean the condition? All he needs to do is ult them.
Oh, Sven,
See?
he's dead.
Sven
Look at
can't
that.
play. Sven can't
Sven
play.
can't play. Sven can't play. See? Sven can't play. Yo,
Wait, they actually
why are you
lost
saying
as
it
fuck.
Did
ironically,
they just all
Medios?
chase? They all chased someday, and he just got away.
Walked away.
Wow.
Just push
That
ghost.
was the least close fight ever.
Huh.
5-0.
It actually was.
Closer's engage was pretty fucking thick. I'll say that.
I didn't really see it.
I didn't see
I was
it.
watching the box.
Did he blow a flash with...
He flash comboed and hit Sven plus someone else. I don't remember who else.
that's
And then
fucked.
Sven flashed and he ulted him, and then Leona ulted.
I want to
See it,
see
I'm
how
watching
Sven
closer.
used flash here, because he basically needs to Gale first, right? Like, you can't Gale Force out of Jarvan ulti, so you need to be able to hold flash to trade on that. I think he messed up. Let's see.
Oh.
Flash EQ.
Yeah, he didn't use
Gale.
anything. Is it down? It must be down.
Oh, no, it's up. It's up.
I think Fudge's target choice
Really?
was really questionable that fight. He went for the Gwen only, who's immune to everything, rather than going for the entire team.
Wait,
Holy fuck,
what?
that was close.
Oh, wow, that was extremely close.
Thing is, Victor, you definitely gotta go for like the carries / AoE damage more than the Gwen.
Yeah. Yeah. You right.
Yeah. I think it's good on Closer to capitalize on the mistake. Like, I think Closer kind of saw that, like, C9 was split decision there. Like, we're going to push out Closer with 2 people. And then he saw that, like, now the enemy team has no damage without Graves and Victor there.
Yeah, it was a great engage for sure.
Yeah. It is C9's mistake, but in a lot of cases, I feel like, especially in LCS, people are so slow to pull the trigger that, like, that mistake wouldn't go punished in another game. It's only because 100 Thieves is pretty comfortable playing engaged comps.
This is true.
You know,
See the angle.
one thing I just thought about is they need to rework Corky's Q again. It's probably one of the worst abilities in the game. It feels so fucking bad to use.
I think they could increase the range on it if it's going to be that slow.
Yeah. Even back then, back in the day, it was one of those skill shots that's like, it's pretty easy to dodge. And now people are so much more mechanically good and fast reactions to stuff than they were before.
And younger.
Yeah, everyone's just getting younger in League. We're all aging backwards.
I feel like it'd be
Man,
cooler,
why does Closer
like,
have to use that skin? That's like the worst Jarvan skin.
if it was slower and it did more damage and had more range, I feel like that'd be cool. Because like it's already basically impossible to hit. But like it doesn't feel rewarding when you land it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh, this is where Sven's saying, but Jarvan, I can't play.
Can't walk around and be near a fucking dark vision.
I just can't walk into him and not die.
There have been so many times where I die following my team, but being like the last duckling in the line. Like I feel like that's a really common thing that happens with AD carries. Like you're just following the boys. Like you're trying to play behind the boys, but the boys are leading you in a really troll pathing. and then if a fight breaks out and you're taking the safe path, they're like, "What the fuck? You're right there. Why did you split?" And you're like, because like, you know, I could just die if I follow you, so I have to fucking split.
Go follow.
Yeah, like I have to go back around. And it's a funny ass like balance. I've definitely gotten flamed a lot of times for taking like the ultra safe pathing when I was walking with my team, and it's just like, I don't know who the fuck is over that wall, but I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah. I remember a scrim I had. I think it might have been against C9 Sneaky, so you might have been there. But like, I was playing Nunu, and I was running away from the other team. It was a game that was like completely fucking lost. And then, like, the whole team chased me past a bush where my whole team was camping in, and we let, like, all the frontliners walk by and then just gangbang the backline at the end. It was so fucking funny.
Really? Yeah. I remember that.
I mean,
yeah,
that legit
happened. It was on 100Thieves. It was, like, one of the funniest fucking moments.
Sounds
that
fucking
is a really
dirty.
good time.
Did you, like, old in the bush?
So funny.
No.
I was just baiting. Like, it was in the river near Baron, and, like, the whole team was in the banana bush, and I walked like from mid through line, and I was just walking up toward Baron, and they're all chasing me, and then like the carries just ended right next to the bush where the whole team was, and they killed him. Because no one actually checked. They thought I was just inting.
Yeah.
Which kind of was, but then it was a good time.
Have you guys ever been in those jungle situations where you're camping inside the enemy jungle and like the Malphite walks past the bush and you're like, no, not him, and then the next guy comes and you just jump his ass? Like I think that happens a lot in solo queue.
It feels so bad when you're the second person going. It's like, why didn't you fucking check?
Yeah,
the bush,
like
dude?
I got baited. I thought you cleared that. It's actually almost reminds me of like when you play FPS games and you think like the entry, like the first person in has like cleared the side or like cleared an angle, but like now you're just getting cheesed.
Some dude's just chilling in it.
Classic Valorant. This game is going a lot slower than you'd expect for being 8.
Sven can't play.
Why is Sven so slow with Gale
Why
Force?
is he just letting himself die?
He's dead to red smite and
dude, nothing I can do. Fucking Jarvan, man.
No.
He's actually terrorized.
I don't know if Sven knows this, but you can Gale Force, and sometimes you can escape the Jarvan ulti because like it locks onto the position, it like snapshots your position when he casts it, and sometimes Gale Force is just enough to just boost you out of it. But he's just never using it. Like every time he gets Jarvan ulti, he dies in it with Gale Force up.
And for the rest of the year, Sven is gonna say, "Are we banning or first picking Jarvan?
Yeah.
I'm not playing against that shit."
Yeah, actually,
pick me Ezreal. I'll just play Ezreal.
Locked in Jan. Are we picking Jarvan? Can we play Jarvan? No, actually, I don't.
I think maybe we just Jarvan here.
Yeah. Jarvan's looking really good here, guys. I think he's just really tilted from making this chain mistake. I think he knows. He knows he should be using Gale. He knows he should have flashed faster. He's obviously he's out of it now. Like he's fucking. I've had these games where I just keep making chain mistakes, and getting increasingly worse every time I make a mistake.
more and more depressed.
Yeah, I'm just like,
The same
fuck,
death.
I really shouldn't have died. Die the same way again. Fuck, I really shouldn't have died.
Yeah. It's like, is it 3 deaths in a row now to just Jarvan ult?
Yeah, he just keeps getting caught by Jarvan with fucking Flash Gale up. And it sucks.
Well, he didn't have flash every time.
Oh, dude, look at Isles. He's got that deep flank.
Ooh.
This is so useless. Rakan flanking is only it's a Vulcan only special. I don't think it's.
Yo, why is he going when the minions are walking by?
I don't know.
What?
Well, he's following
And
his
he's
team.
getting
in.
nothing.
Yeah, but if you have that spot, you should at least not go when the minions see you, or there's no point in having that spot.
Yeah, that's true.
If his team called him to go there, then they are on drugs.
So when you push enemy team in the base here, this is actually pretty common when you're this fed to just do Baron. Just literally rush it. If the enemy team, like one trigger for doing Baron is, are they pushed into their base, like within the walls of their base?
Yep. It's the easiest way to do Baron.
Great awareness by 100 Thieves. A lot of fucking NA teams suck ass at Baron control, so I gotta commend them for doing it right.
Yep. I like to see it.
Yeah.
The amount of times I get called to do Baron
when
the enemy
stupid.
team is right there, like,
yeah,
because the way I try to explain it to some people who don't get it is like, if you push them into their base, then you have the entirety of the jungle when they're walking in to check, you know, like their zero vision to find an engage or whatever, and they have to like check pretty slowly so they don't get ambushed, or they just walk up and kill themselves.
Yeah. That is good. That is a good way to explain.
How would China do it?
China would
sometimes they flip it.
Yeah, China would flip it and just say better jungler wins, but I like the way that 100 Thieves did it there.
I don't get how that's such a common thing in LPL. Like, it makes no sense to me. It feels like they're getting paid to guarantee flip Baron.
I was thinking
it's
about
so weird.
I was
Do you
thinking
think it's
about
just like
it.
a prideful thing, like they just fuck it, dude?
I don't know.
So I can almost feel the copium. Maybe the logic is like, what's the chance that we secure Baron by flipping it? It's like 70%, right? 60%, something like that. We think that that is a higher chance, a success rate, than us playing the game normally. We think that like we're probably gonna throw like 40% of the time or some shit. So maybe they just, instead of allowing themselves to throw, they're just gonna go for the flip.
I would guess it's more like
fights too.
ape instincts than math behind this one.
I mean, I'm trying to math it out, but it's really just an intuition thing where they feel like this is our best chance. Like, we win these.
Yeah. Potentially.
Maybe China is so used to just like bloody games, they actually legit just get bored on stage.
They might.
Oh, wow. Victor got deleted.
Yeah.
Do you think there's just like a huge stigma in China that like you don't want to be a pussy? Like players who are pussies, cowards, just
Probably
get hard flamed.
Yeah. Probably.
So you better just go for the fight every time and win it.